much. Woohoo!
Now we have to be careful what we say.
No, we don't.
I was going to put on lipstick and comb my hair. And
When I post it on YouTube, I'll say it's not for children. I got a message I had when I was teaching the high school aviation program a few years ago. I was doing model rockets and I was videotaping the launches. And I got an email from YouTube a week ago. It said, this email has been reviewed and it is not for children. We have made it not for children. And I went and watched it. And it's just a 16-year-old kid launching a rocket. Nobody's even saying naughty words. So
how weird.
Rockets.
I think a robot did it. I think your computer decided it was not for children. It's all right.
It decided there was a rocket involved.
Yeah, really care. Nobody watches that video anyway. Although interesting enough, I should send it to the kid because his name is Jonathan Flores. And a year after that program, he entered the flight science degree. And then 2 years later, he finished it and we ended up hiring him as a part-time flight instructor at Reedley College. I should send him a link to that and say, hey, Jonathan, remember that 4.5 years ago?
He'd get a kick out of it, I'm sure.
I'm sure he would.
Hi, Sean.
Shauna's in the house.
Hi.
Oh gosh.
Is that the common modern vernacular for saying hello?
What? Hi?
No, Shauna's
Or
in
the-
the house.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Shauna would know because she's the youngest. She's the most hip and modern.
Well, I guess.
There she is.
Are they retro from the 90s? That's in now, right?
Trying to find my volume here so I can hear you guys better.
Hi, Roy and Shauna.
Hi.
Hey, Mary.
Yeah, the
Look,
sunshine
you got
now,
sunshine,
Mary.
We're
Yeah,
starting
well,
to get a little.
I'm on the west wing now, plugged into the outlet there, so things are better.
We
as far
have a
as-
little sunshine, but
Oh my God.
Oh, the snow is pretty.
Spray
Wow.
painted furniture white.
Awesome.
You know?
yes, it's a winter wonderland here.
Oh, it's so good to see all of you. This is just marvelous.
Daddy.
Hi.
Hey, Danny.
Happy GrandMom's birthday.
Oh boy. Hi. Oh, I
Hi,
love
Danny.
this idea. This is marvelous. Oh my gosh, it's good. Oh wow. Oh, what
How are
a
you?
treat. I'm fine. I am absolutely fine. I'm heading for
Huh.
93.
I just finished the third complete redraft of my final paper for the capstone. And then we'll be reviewing it today and send it to the prof and hope this one flies.
Yay.
Good.
Yay.
Awesome.
Do you
Woohoo.
recognize this, Dina?
Yeah.
I do.
I
What is
have
that card?
enjoyed it. I trimmed the bottom from the card and
Uh-huh.
I have it as my table decoration.
Oh, that's great fun.
Yeah.
I really like those pop-up cards. I think they're great fun
Yes,
for
I've never
people.
seen it like this. And oh my gosh, is it intricate? Just look at that. This was the center of the birthday card, and it folded up in the card like this. And then when you opened it up, it was all these flowers.
You got to get
And-
it in and wear it on your head. Not for long.
Oh boy.
I sent you a
And other
card too,
people
so
have
check the
enjoyed
mail.
it too. Pardon?
I sent you a
Say-
card too, so check the mail.
Oh, okay, I will. Things are really slow getting here.
Hey,
Well,
Cheryl.
I think all I think all of the post office and everyone is
hi.
get behind at the moment and
Hi,
scrambling.
Cheryl.
Hi, I love your hair.
Hi.
Well,
Hi,
it's
Joanna.
certainly
Hi,
easy to
hi,
take care
everybody.
of.
It's the Judy Dent.
Oh, gosh. Oh, this is so wonderful. So wonderful.
Mom, before I forget,
Yeah.
Glenn and Christine both have to work today.
Say it
So
again.
Glenn has to work today.
Yeah.
And he told me that if he could get 5 minutes off between 1 and 2, he would do his best to log in. And
Okay.
same for Christine. She thought she had it off, but she got called into work today. So
Okay.
she do the same thing. So
Okay.
if they don't make it, they send their regards and happy returns.
Sure. Sure. Oh, that's fine.
Well, one silver lining of COVID is I think we've discovered, oh, look, we can all Zoom with Grandmom on her birthday because I think she would
You
appreciate
bet.
this every year.
Oh,
And
my
we wouldn't have
goodness.
probably tried it otherwise.
Oh, always. Always. My
Mhm.
gosh.
We're
Yeah.
gonna do things differently, even after the pandemic is no longer pandemic.
Yeah.
There will be things we do differently because we figured out, why not?
Well, yes.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
but we had to be kind of forced
A
into it.
little bit.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
I was
Oh,
listening to
I
an
was gonna
article
comb my
today.
hair and put on lipstick and what?
I said I was listening to an article today about how things would have changed since COVID, and it was talking about how medicine will be changed forever because of
Oh,
telemedicine, and like Amazon's opening up like a medical advice section, and so I thought that was an interesting idea.
huh.
Hmm.
Hey, Sam.
Hi.
Damn, hi there.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Hey, Sam.
Hi.
Hi, Graham.
You're blonde.
Yeah.
Hi there.
Hi, Graham. Happy birthday.
Well, thank you. Gosh, it's good to see you. This is sure a fun way to do things. Gosh, I
Yeah.
love it. I
Yeah.
love it.
How are you today?
I'm just fine. You see Precious up here? I guess he's over here.
Oh, that's his name?
Yeah.
What's,
Well, you said how precious. And so I named him that.
oh.
Oh,
He's
hi.
Hi,
Hi,
Graham.
Shirley Christian.
Yay!
he's alligator or crocodile. I don't know the difference. Roy, do you know what he is?
He looks like an alligator, although he may not be anatomically correct.
Well, I don't know. Michael got this for me. I'm not sure why.
Hi, Cassie
I
Jane.
don't think he knows why. But anyhow, he
Oh my God,
has
did you
all
cut your hair?
kinds of critters. Pardon?
Did you cut your hair?
Yeah. Well, I didn't do it.
Let me see. Let me see the back. Or the side.
Well,
Just the side. You don't have to do the back. I was just kidding. It looks really
Yeah.
good.
It's I don't have to
Wow.
do anything. I just wash it
That's fabulous.
and I can comb it either direction or straight down, or I can stand it, up.
Yeah.
I wish you had done a birthday mohawk for us.
Yeah. That would
Well, I guess I could pour some tea I've got here on it and stand it straight up.
Are you out of dippity do?
I don't think I have any of that. I haven't had any of that for a long time.
Hi, Cassie and Anthony and Alexander.
Oh, wow.
You want to say hi? You say hi.
Oh.
Yeah. This one is happy to see you. The older one is sad that we're not looking up Christmas trees.
Oh,
But that's
well.
Well,
Delayed gratification is very difficult to learn.
when you're 4
Yeah,
or 40.
yeah. Very
57.
Or older.
Hey,
Oh,
Shirley.
that-
Hey, Christian.
Hi, Christian.
Hi.
And
Oh,
Sherilyn.
wow.
So I think Christian has a mohawk.
Hi, you guys.
No mohawk.
I guess you
Oh,
won't know. You won't be able to find out.
Okay, all right, now I believe you.
oh, your hair's like mine. I guess I'd have to cut it a little bit shorter.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you. This is just glorious. It's absolutely marvelous. This is so much fun. Just so much fun. Oh, it is so good to see all of you. There just couldn't have been a better idea.
Well, there's 15 of us if we count the dog.
Yeah, right.
This one too.
Oh, hey.
16.
Oh,
Woohoo.
16. Hi, Peanut.
Come on, Shauna.
My mom said I had to force him to come.
Oh.
I brought him.
That's what you do with your kids and your parents.
Yeah.
Oh boy. I wonder if I'll get shut in my room if I don't behave after we get moved into the house. Go to your room.
I was waiting how long it was going to take for you to notice that lock on your door that the key is on the outside.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, the house plans just sound amazing.
Oh, the house is beautiful.
It's
And it's so open. It's just, and it's cheery. It's just a cheery, open house.
Good.
And we can hardly wait till you guys see it. We'll send more pictures. It's just, it's a pleasant place to be. Very pleasant. I've been begging to come and just stay in one of the bedrooms. I think Mike and I have had enough of each other.
Oh, no.
And I blew up at him the other day.
there are no squirrels in the walls.
Yeah.
Indeed.
And no skunks either?
Well, there are skunks around.
Oh, but under the house?
Not under the
Well,
house.
not yet. I don't think they can get under the house because there are gutter things. What with they can't get in there.
There's 1/8 inch screen mesh.
Yeah.
If you're an ant,
Yeah, they can't get in. But there are a lot of critters up there. Rabbits and squirrels. Is it the squirrels that you guys have been capturing and taking away?
Well, that's what we're telling everyone when we have stew.
Have you not had squirrel stew?
Giving you 5 there.
I think we should have squirrel stew.
We're doing catch and
I don't think
release
we
in
should.
Holland about a mile away. They run really fast out of the cage when you open it up. I'm down to 1 squirrel up by the house, I think.
Oh, whoa.
Are the cats handling it?
I think the cats made it hard. Have made it harder to catch the squirrels,
Oh, okay.
which is good because the cats are anti-squirrel and anti-mouse. They're the
Is
rodent.
that a Santa Claus hat?
This is the Santa Claus hat. We
hat.
started decorating for Christmas and they discovered all the hats, so we've been wearing Santa Claus hats.
And there's a Santa Claus car. And I will tell something, Dina, Grandpa. We're decorating a house for Christmas.
Yeah.
Yay, that's fun.
Yeah, and for Christmas we have some stuff for Easter time.
Oh,
Ah.
okay.
Well,
It's
maybe
good
we'll
to
have
see you.
to do a Christmas Zoom.
That's a great idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
One time I captured a skunk in the house.
In the
I-
house.
In the house. He was in my bedroom closet.
Oh.
and I had a cage I caught him in, and I took him out and put him in the back of my truck, and I drove over the hill about 5 miles away to let him out. And we did just fine until I picked the cage up and set it down on the ground to let him out. And when I set the cage down, he sprayed me.
Oh, remember that.
So I had to wash my jeans a couple of times.
Did you use tomato juice?
No, I didn't know what to do.
Be careful where you aim the skunk.
Yeah, for sure.
There was one that sprayed under when we came and stayed with you that once. If you remember that time, it sprayed right under the bedroom where we
Oh,
were.
gosh.
So
Yeah.
we came home and our whole car still had wafts of
Oh,
stuff.
what a mess.
Oh, it's
Well, that's
funny.
the thing about this house. They won't be able to get under. That
Right.
one was just wide open. Yeah, anything could get under there.
Peanut went under your house, and I had to get him out because he didn't know how to get out. Like he went in, and then he
Oh,
couldn't find out how
yeah.
to get out. And so he was like crying.
Yeah.
I was like,
Oh, man.
last time we were there, it was funny. It was funny for me. It was funny for him.
Mary, I love where you are sitting. That is just so beautiful.
Who? Me?
Mary.
I'm at the edge of the garage. We
Oh.
call it the West Wing.
That's way where all the important decisions are made.
All I heard, like the sound cut out, so I only heard the E sound on the end of the name. And I was like, you know how when somebody like you catch like half a syllable of your name and you're like, what?
Right.
And then I started looking at the screen and I was like, wait, Danny, Mary, Sammy.
Yeah.
So are you guys getting pictures of everybody on your screen?
Yeah.
Yes.
John, I am not. All I have is a big picture of one person at a time and then a little picture of me off in one corner.
Go to your right corner and it says view and click on the little dots there in the square and then click on gallery view and then you'll see everyone. Or you should see everyone.
Well, now I see you great big.
Well, you can try out the different ones until you get where you want to be. Different
Well,
options.
Mary Lou, find a thing that looks like a waffle.
yeah.
Click that.
And you hold down on it and you'll have options and select
Gone.
gallery.
And now she's gone.
I want to
Well, it was a nice birthday, Mary.
Cheers.
Grandmom, you've accidentally muted yourself.
And accidentally turned your camera off. But it's a learning curve. So
You should try teaching school this way. This is exactly how it is.
Oh God.
wow, Johnny, you've cloned yourself.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Grandmom's on from her browser.
Oh.
So I'm trying to enter in a browser to see where the right buttons would be. There's Grandmama.
What is it?
This works.
You can put it on speaker.
Yeah, I mean,
We've done this before. Somebody's on speaker. We've done this for.
My father
oh.
couldn't figure out how to
So
get
we,
it to
so we just
work.
brought the phone over so he could hear. Yeah.
Okay, so open, go to your email.
Anthony, he's so cute.
He is.
Something else you wanted to tell Dina?
Yeah. Dina, Grandpa,
Uh-huh.
and
Lower where it says
and maybe to house
use
there's something
via browser.
with his breath up and pour up the thing from his mouth. It's very smoky.
Something in his He burps up from his mouth and it's smoky. I'm not totally sure what he's talking about.
It-
But
is
okay.
it-
Is that
Dragon?
That's the animal.
Is it a dragon?
Dragon?
No, it's not. It's not. It's
Okay,
animal.
what I was
It drinks from
was
stands up.
Did you?
that I was
Follow
getting a big
Brimstone nephew,
picture
Gary.
of
Yeah,
main people who were talking at a given time, and then I was seeing me.
I get it. Yeah,
Okay.
I don't
I
know
think
how
you're
to.
unmuted now, Graham. Oh wait, you're
Oh.
muted. Man.
Well, I'm not going to worry about
There
it.
you go.
Oh, there you
Hey,
are.
you're there.
Thank you. Bye.
She's back.
I'm back. Can't fix it to what I was thinking, but it's all okay because I get to see different ones of you every little bit. So it's all right.
Okay.
Here we go. And we'll make sure we'll go over things the next time you're with us.
We'll give you a tutorial.
Yes.
Okay.
You have
Yes.
you have children and grandchildren. You are supposed to do tutorials
You
from them.
know much more than I do. But that's how it goes. There's a thing down here that says share screen, and I don't know if that has anything to do with anything. So
No,
I'm not gonna touch
No,
anything.
don't do that.
No, I'm not going to touch
Want us to know
anything.
what you've been watching late at night.
Oh, I don't know, but I want you to know what I've been watching late at night. I've been
Like
watching
British dramas.
English crime shows.
British crime shows. That was close.
Yep.
Say again?
I said British dramas, and you said British crime shows.
Yeah.
I know you.
Oh boy. I do watch quite a bit of TV when I'm just here by myself.
Well, I think
We kind of have
everyone's watching quite a bit.
a routine after dinner. We watch TV, but if Mike's not here, I don't watch the same things that he watches necessarily. But odds and ends, I look around for stuff on Netflix.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not getting sick with anything, and I think that is absolutely marvelous. I only see 3 other people, and we wear masks. We are people who don't see many other people either and wear masks. So, and by 3, I mean other than Mike. I see Mike Dykstra, whom some of you know, and I see Suzanne, whose husband used to teach with Mike, and he died. And Mike helped her and her family during that time. And she's about 70, and a very young 70. And I spent a whole day over at her house, and we just had a grand time. So I'm going to probably do that one day next week too. And then there's another friend, Maribel, and she has the machine that did all of the decorating on my jeans jacket. Some of you have seen. And she's
The embroidery machine.
kind of, huh?
The embroidery machine.
Yes, yes. And it's just fascinating. And I thoroughly enjoy that.
Oh, good.
But they cost thousands, so I'm not planning on getting one.
Well, you have a friend with one. That's the great benefit of
Yes,
having a friend.
that's all I need.
It's perhaps even better than having your own.
Oh, it is. It's a lot cheaper.
And it gets stored at someone else's house.
Yes, it does. Certainly
The
does.
labor
And
gets
it's
generated at
huge.
someone's house.
Yes.
It's brilliant,
Yeah.
Mom.
And I've been sewing. Mike sleeps in a king size bed. And when he buys new sheets, they always come with king size pillows. And pillowcases. He doesn't like king size pillows. So I've been shortening his pillowcases. And he's bought me a ton of clothes since I've been down here. And they're too long, or they're to the shirts will be too wide in the shoulders to be able to go down around my hips and things. So I've been adjusting all kinds of clothes. So I sew here and I sew there. And he bought me a peacock bedspread that has a zipper at the bottom. It's nylon or something. And it has two peacocks looking at each other. It's beautiful. And you could put a blanket inside of it. And I put a flounce around two sides and the bottom of it. One of them is, he bought two, one's to stay here and one's to go home. So I had him pick a color that he wanted down here, and he picked a turquoise that matched one of the colors. And so that's what I put on the one for down here. And I'm going to take one of the dark blues for mine at home, but I haven't put it on yet. I may not do it till I get home because I don't know how it's going to fit on a full-size bed because they're queen size. I don't know how long I want to make the flounce.
Yes.
And
Well,
I've had
we'll have
a
one
tooth just break off in my mouth. So I've seen the dentist and they pulled the rest of it. And they want to put in to screw in posts with a fake tooth on the end. The second one is to stabilize the first one. And I guess that's all I know. The doctor I see, and I only for this or that, nothing, just that I've seen a doctor, lives across the street. So everything is very safe and wonderful.
That's very convenient, right across the street. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. It's terrific. There is an extreme amount of clutter here. As you can see here, the whole house is like that. It's rather entertaining and frustrating at times.
We just lost your video, Mom.
There we are. Did you get me now?
No. Oh, there. Now you're back.
Yes,
Okay.
good job.
Look at you punch those buttons, Mom. Woohoo! Ride that Zoom like you stole it.
Put your head down a little bit. I want to see more of your yarmulke.
Oh,
Ooh.
this is my third Zoom for today.
Is it crocheted? I can't quite tell.
Yeah,
Looks it.
yeah.
That's
I got
pretty.
it online.
It's very pretty.
It is really pretty.
Mm-hmm.
You need a clip that matches one of the colors.
Oh. I hadn't thought of that.
You've given me a
Yeah.
shopping project. Thank you very much.
Yes. Yeah. Well, everybody seems pretty healthy.
Yay.
You pestering each other enough?
Good thing.
No, Mom, Mary and I are waiting for you to come home for that to kick in.
Well, as I told you, you're going to have to watch out because Mike shoots barbs all the time. Now, when he left, he's been gone, I don't know, 4 or 5 days now, and he'll be home Monday, I think. He went up to Madeira to be with his twin brother and sister. And he gave me the longest, hardest hug he's ever given me. So it's not, they're not personal. They're for entertainment.
So you have been practicing your witty repartee. is what you're saying.
And it gets pretty bitey. And the other night, I was going to talk to Mike D, who was here. I've been editing his master's thesis. He's in geology. and he's taking too long to finish his writing. And I'm not going to just get on his case and hound him. Nobody does those things, right?
No.
And but I did want to talk to him a little bit because I'd like for him to get it done before I leave, if possible. And he could. It's not like he couldn't. But he really doesn't want to mess with it, obviously. And so I started to talk to him. The three of us had dinner together, and Mike was in the kitchen scraping off dishes and stuff. And I just opened my mouth to start talking, and Mike butted in with some of his rattle about it. And I said, blankety blank blank, Michael, shut up. It just flew out of my mouth. I have never, ever said things like that in my whole life.
COVID. Yeah, I think Cheryl just said COVID. I
That's
think
the COVID thing.
everyone's stress level and nerves have been just like collectively getting pushed as far as they can go.
But he's so used to but we're used to this butting in on each other and teasing so much. But I was ready for a serious conversation that didn't have anything to do with him. And yeah, I think COVID lit in because this just wasn't me at all. I have never, ever done anything like that.
Well, I think that you always knew that you were living alone on purpose these last
That I
couple of
what?
decades. That you were living alone on purpose the last couple of decades. Because you didn't want to have a roommate to fight with. And you weren't expecting Mike to be your roommate for a year.
Oh my gosh, no. Oh, this has been crazy. I mean, we've done mighty well. We have really done mighty well. But it was wonderful that we had this break. It was really, really needed. And the house is it just, I mean, right now, there's a pile of boxes, newspaper wrap, pottery, fine pottery, junk stuff all around me. And it's that way all the time. It doesn't change. He did get some new living room furniture, 2 big couches, and with reclining seats, and a new recliner for himself. And I've managed to keep my couch cleaned up. I have to keep a blanket there because I get cold. And I've kept the heater up about 4 degrees since he's been gone, which I will put back down when he comes back, and I will probably give him $25 extra too. But he won't put the heater up above 72. And that's too cold for an old lady. And I wear 3 layers of pants and 2 or 3 layers of shirts, and I'm still cold. And I'm not going to sit around with a runny nose. But as you can see, I'm very healthy, so I'm taking good care of myself. And he knows that I don't like it. But he knows I'll put on more clothes. And he bought me a parka that is humongous. It's about 8 inches longer than my arms. It's red and black plaid lined with white fluffy stuff. And it's very warm. And I sit in it in the evening sometimes while we watch TV. It works quite well, actually. I haven't worn it outside. It's not cold outside.
Well, the good news, Mom, is the house you're moving back into has individual temperature controls in your bedroom.
Yes, you probably won't want to go into my room very often at all.
So my
No,
hope is that the thermostat won't go past 80.
Oh, it won't for sure.
No, I
For
mean
sure.
physically it won't go past 80.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember
Well, I don't need it hotter than that.
grandmother and granddaddy, the last many years at home, kept their thermostat at 80. And I just about couldn't tell.
I just cooked, and I remember that, and I think about it often because of this. I think about those days, and it's just, it's hilarious to me because I'm being just like them.
Yeah, Mom, when we visit, your bedroom can become the family sauna.
Well, that may be what it is too. I'm looking for a picture and I haven't found it. That's why I'm looking down. I was gonna show you. Oh, somebody else talk for a bit. Tell us what's up. Roy, what have you done?
Talk amongst yourselves.
Somebody.
Think of the same thing.
Not involving the Holy Roman Empire. What have the Romans ever done for us anyway? Well, we've been busy here. So I've got my day job and I'm teaching one distance delivered college class on language teaching methods to Eskimo language teachers up in the Nome region. So that's excitement. And Cheryl was working from home, and then her boss made her go in, and then the governor, our governor, well, I'll cut out the middle part of the story, but he encouraged people to work from home again. And so Cheryl said to her boss, "Hey, but you're the one, you voted for that guy." So she's back from working from home. And Dina's been working on wrapping up her master's here from home. So it's been working well. And we just went out last Monday and got our first, well, you'd had them before, but Cheryl and I got our first COVID test, and we just got the results back this morning. So feeling negative in a good way.
Yeah.
Is that an antibody test?
What's that?
Is that an
I
antibody
said in a good way.
The antigen test.
Which one was
No, it wasn't an antigen test. It was the other.
That,
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, antigen. What's the other option?
Antibody,
It was an antigen test.
Antigen test.
It was.
Yes, it wasn't
Yes.
an antibody. It was an antigen.
which is what we would want.
Oh, that's a beautiful
Oh,
cover.
that's my peacocks.
Okay.
And I made the
Oh, I see.
flounce that,
Teal.
That beautiful sparkly teal.
and then I'm going to do mine in the darker blue.
Ah. Well, that's lovely.
Yeah.
Cute.
I think we need to put somebody on the research project of what it means if the peacock is your spirit animal.
Okay, because I love peacocks. I'm having a peacock. Is it 2 peacocks, Mary, in the for my shower curtain in the bathroom?
No, it's only one peacock with a whole bunch of words, mysterious words kind of around
Oh,
it.
in the background. Okay.
Yes. A word bird.
Hey, we could do that instead of raising chickens. We could raise peacocks.
Oh, wow. You'd have to
Just like chicken.
pin them up. Well, they get so big, though.
they get so.
And
And they're noisy.
I have this vague memory.
Yes, I do too, John.
You have the same memory?
Yes. Go ahead. You start, but I'm just saying.
Somebody, my grandparents, who had a peacock, got hit by a car, and grandmother cooked it.
Yes.
And
You know that place going towards Wonder Valley Dude Ranch in Squaw Valley? You go right by people who have signs up, please don't let their animals, because they let their animals just run. It was something like that. Friends of the grandparents kept peacocks, and one got hit by a car, and we had delicious roadkill. And I couldn't have told you it wasn't turkey if I hadn't known the story.
Yeah.
well, I'm sure grandmother made gravy, so.
Peacock
Oh,
gravy?
yeah.
Don't remember
As
exactly.
good as
You're
you
right.
can.
Who? How could she not have? Yeah.
I had turkey today for the first time.
In 28
Maribel came over. Well, Mike had her pick up a big 2x3 box of a whole turkey dinner for two. Now it could have fed 8. It was a whole turkey. And she doesn't like turkey. So we had some roast pork left over. And so we had that. And then yesterday, Mike D came over for lunch and he was going to take me out. But the places that we go, everything's been eating outside on benches and stuff and little tables. But those places, a lot of them were closed. So we didn't do that. And I said, well, let's eat here. There's plenty of food. So he carved off some pieces of the leg of turkey. So we had some of that. And that today I carved turkey breast and I made a sandwich. So that was my lunch today. So we've still got that humongous turkey. And later this afternoon, I'm going to cut the rest of everything off the bone and package it up and freeze it. Well, not all of it. I'll eat some of it.
We're having our third turkey dinner today. We had the straight up turkey, and then yesterday, Cheryl made a turkey shepherd's pie, and I had fun thinking about that. It's like, so this is what turkey shepherds make. And today she's going to make. Thank you, Mom. Thank you. I'll be here all week.
Hey, Cheryl, do they have dry ice in Alaska?
It depends on the relative humidity.
So, you could ship dry shepherd's pie to Squaw Valley.
It could be done.
I'm surprised you didn't ask for salmon and halibut. You can make something a lot easier.
Well, I'm trying to keep my requests down.
So today she's making turkeys. So I cooked most of the carcass down last night in a pressure cooker for a couple hours. So
It's delicious.
the broth is delicious. So we're gonna have turkey soup with matzo balls. For
He requested the matzo balls. In my house, we only ate matzo balls at Passover. So, but
I like
I'll
the
give him a
matzo balls.
pass. He's kind of new to the tribe,
That's a great picture, Mom.
It's very well. But that's a picture from way back. Cassie.
That's your mama.
She looks, oh my
Yeah.
God.
And grandmom.
Yeah.
And Cassie and Dina. Way back. And Lee's mother. Sorry, I'm so shaky. And my mother.
My grandma.
Mm-hmm.
Amy's mother.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great picture.
Yeah.
Many generations.
Sue and Ruth for the historical record.
Yes.
Yeah, I love all the pictures that you find and copy and post, Mom. Because sometimes I don't happen to have a copy of it, so that's grand.
Well, I've got pictures, all kinds of pictures. And it's something that when you guys come, you need to make copies of them.
No, we have copies of all of them, Graham. I just need to find a way to distribute them to everyone because there's so many thousands of the scanned photos. I haven't yet put them all of the thousands in the same home and shared a link with people. But we do have the copies.
Okay.
So we need we each need a terabyte hard drive or something. And
That we mail to you and you download.
Yeah, we could pay $3.95 instead of paying bandwidth. Yeah.
Well, it's something that I could do to get them on various.
Why you have granddaughters, grandmom?
Well, I know, but
what she's saying is we didn't do it fast enough.
I was missing the nuance. Thank you.
Are you trying to get the photos I scanned?
No, we're trying to distribute the copies of the scanned photos to all the family.
Oh,
Well, that she scanned. That's what she was asking. They are the ones you scanned.
well, on Google Photos, they're shared with a lot of people like Uncle John and Danny and Dina, but I don't know. I could try to like add more people. I think they're shared with Aunt Mary too.
Oh, that just made me realize, I think that means my job is to share them with my father while I'm with him. Thank you for reminding me I have access to that. I'd completely forgotten.
Yeah.
We have access to that. Let's do that
Oh,
transfer
okay.
while I'm here. Okay.
Here's another picture.
Aw.
This is Nicholas and his girlfriend Tammy.
Aw.
They're
That's
They
so
it.
are such a good couple.
That
They
photo
were
is
here.
less than 30 years old.
Which
Huh?
one, Tammy, the platinum blonde or the brunette?
Oh, I'm in the middle.
Thanks for chuckling, Dina. I appreciate that.
They were here for 3 hours one day. They've been here a couple times. And there was not one twitch of an unkindness and anything negative between them. They are the best young couple I have ever seen in my life. They get along so well. They're just both sweet people. And I think Nicholas is going down in our family as another one of the sweet men.
Yeah, he's a good boy.
Yeah. Shauna raised sweet kids.
Yes,
You
we-
included, dear.
Good job, Sean.
Thank
job.
you.
You guys are all sweet people. It's just been amazing to me while I've been here at Mike's. He's told me stories, and I was telling John some about it, of when he was growing up. He has twin brother and sister, and they're about 4 years older than he is. That's where he is in Madeira right now. And his sister got mad at his brother and picked up a piece of concrete and hit him in the head with it.
Oh, God.
And he talked about fights and the kind of fights kids get into. And they were so mean. I mean, I really haven't known how mean people are. I've not experienced it. And he's lived a life with that. You kids were not mean like that. I never knew about that kind of meanness. Now, I'm sure there are things you guys have done that I don't know about.
Well,
But you wouldn't have picked up cement and whacked each other in the head with it.
nothing like
You
that.
wouldn't have done that.
I recall hearing of my father putting something in a freezer to scare Shauna.
Yes,
I remember
had a
correctly.
finger.
Well, there is that. But that wasn't violent. That wasn't violent.
No,
It was just
Emotionally,
psychological
maybe.
warfare.
Yeah, psychological warfare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the little box.
How old was it?
I don't know. 10.
We're gonna say goodbye because it's nap time and we're losing it.
Okay, we may be getting
We love
too
you.
violent.
Do you want to tell Dina? Do I want to tell Dina? I did tell Grandpa. We've been doing weekly story time on the computer with Grandpa.
I don't get to
Aw.
bye to Dina.
We don't have to say goodbye. We can talk to Dina later today. Should we talk to Dina later today?
Luego.
We can see
You can say hasta luego.
Dina.
to
We'll call you after this, or call us after this.
Yes.
Talk today.
He
This
misses.
is I've gone without seeing my nephews in their entire lives.
Wow.
It's hard. That's a great foot there, Anthony.
Love you all. We're gonna go get this little almost 2-year-old down for nap time.
Bye, Kathy.
You
Love
have
you.
a
Happy birthday,
beautiful
Grandma.
family. We love
Happy
you.
birthday.
Love you.
Thank
Love you.
you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Thanks for doing this.
So cute.
You
Yeah.
are. Oh, wow.
Oh, there we go. I think now we've gotten all the animals.
She didn't want to come up before, but now she's ready.
What's her name?
She was basking in the sun. Her
Ooh,
name's
nice.
Peppa.
Peppa Pig, because she snorts
Mhm.
like a pig.
No.
She has a breathing problem. Like she
Oh.
makes snorting sounds. It's cute.
It is cute.
Is it congenital or does she have a issue going on? Like,
I don't know. When I first got her, I noticed she was always grunting and snorting, and I thought something was wrong with her. I thought she was congested, and the vet didn't seem bothered by it at all.
mm,
So,
okay.
So the
Yeah.
vet is used to treating pigs too.
yeah,
So yeah.
yeah. But
She's
she seems
diagnosed.
fine.
Graham,
What?
what are you doing?
I was looking for some pictures of the house to
Oh,
put up here to show the interior. And sometimes I can't find things. I'm not sure where they're put. They're put someplace else, or I don't know where they are.
yeah.
And I can't see them.
I'm gonna double check who has access to the Google Photos
Okay.
to make sure.
Hey, Sam, if you wanted that one of those emails I sent, you could just cut and paste those emails and stick them in if that's one way to do it.
Okay.
Oh, I thought we were supposed to start dancing to the music.
Sorry, I forgot to silence my phone.
It's a good song.
Yeah. It's called Default.
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the news from your corner of the world, Sherilyn and Christian?
Well, I've been teaching, doing online. Well, I started online back in February, doing all my violin lessons online. That was a learning curve to get it to work well.
Boy,
Thankfully, they've come out with a new setting for musicians so that the sound quality is better. So I'm not gritting my teeth the whole time. So that's good. I also realized that the kids desperately needed some in-person time with each other starting this summer. So, because the isolation has been so awful on kids. Well, it's been awful on all of us, right? But anyway, so fixed up the backyard and got a not exactly a tent, canopy, there we go. A big canopy that covered the porch, and I set up my stands out there. And so I gave outdoor lessons because the virus doesn't do well out in sunshine and fresh air. So we had a great time out there, and I even had some small ensembles. They were, still apart from each other, but we had like 3 or 4 kids in each, and they had a great time.
Well, that sounds so good.
And then this fall, I decided to do some of my students here in the front room, right? I have a UV filter that I've got set up, and they're just coming in just right in here, this little area, and I have it all blocked off from the rest of the house. And they wear a mask when they're inside, although, that's mostly if they're coughing or something. They're not allowed to come if they're coughing. So, or have any symptoms of any kind, because I have to, be around my mom, and she has pulmonary fibrosis. So that would be disaster. So anyway, I teach a few students in here, very select ones that aren't around a lot of kids, or I have one who's young, and I know the virus, according to the studies I've read, doesn't front load very much on with little ones. So I'm allowing her to come. So anyway, it's been a juggling act of trying to do that. And then also Maple Valley Youth Symphony, they went back to in-person this well, actually this summer. So I did a camp in person, but we did outdoors. And then we have been in person, actually. So I've been doing all the coaching for them. And in other words, I've been very, very busy with trying to, juggle in all the new ways of doing things and whatnot. But it's been good. I don't know. I guess you guys must know, but I don't know why David's not here, but he was planning to be here, but I think he may have gotten the time wrong because he mentioned to me earlier on a few days back, it was going to be at 2:00. So anyway, he got a job in Longview. Do you guys know this already? No. Okay.
I do.
Okay.
I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, he got a chaplaincy in Longview, which is 2 hours from here. And it's working with hospice, which is really an awesome thing. So he's been, he moved down there, got a little apartment for the weekdays, and then he comes home on the weekends, except not this weekend because he came up for Thanksgiving. And so, yeah, that's been his new adventure. So that's also a new thing around here. And then Christian has been raising chickens.
Yes, I want to
And,
hear about the chickens.
Yeah, it
I
does.
think we
Your turn now.
hear too much of the chickens. That's become the latest development. Yeah, I think maybe my theory is that there have been a lot of feral cats around recently, and I think maybe they've just gotten really extra frightened by seeing them a lot, and so they get more scared by just random things because they have this very distinctive squawk that they do now that they haven't done up until like the past few weeks.
Oh.
It's like a bunch of like really rapid, kind of quiet clucks followed like by a really big screeching bagawk kind of sound.
Wow.
And they do that for like minutes at a time until I go out there and try and stop them.
And of course, since we live in a neighborhood, we are, which we don't like anyway. I mean, we're more people that like to have space around, and so it's already a problem. But yeah, so now we have the chickens making noise, and so we're like, oh no, quick, and try to get them quiet. And so we're hoping to move out of here at some point in the next while. I have to say it that way because I have to figure out how to make it happen. But definitely, we're very much wanting to have some space around. I know I've gotten to the point where I just think I've reached the end of my being able to deal with it. I don't know. We've been here 19 years, which is the longest ever. But yeah, it's neighborhood. Yeah. Anyway, it's okay. So that's what's been happening with chickens.
Maybe you
How
can get,
many do you have? How
We
many
have
chickens?
5.
Oh,
5.
okay.
maybe you can get thinking of Johnny's comment, you could get a catch and release traps and capture the feral cats and either take them to the animal shelter or somehow hook them up with Johnny's squirrels, and let them work on them themselves.
I think the shipping costs might be prohibitive, but
Yeah.
Yeah, but the resulting video would be interesting to watch. I'm just saying. Cats and squirrels. It's like Cats and Jammer Kids, but it's Cats and Squirrels.
That's awesome.
Well, how are you doing, Danny? How's the job?
It's finally winding down. I guess maybe some of you don't know, but when my school went online in Sacramento, it went online for the whole year. So I decided to come home to New Orleans, and I got a job at Tulane working as a case manager for the students in quarantine because they're having in-person classes. So I mostly work remotely, sort of. Tulane is paying for me to live in a hotel with the students in quarantine. So this is my hotel room.
Wow.
So I live in a suite, and I do most of my job from the computer and the phone. But there are students in the building, I just don't have a lot of face-to-face interaction with them. And yeah, I'm exactly halfway through my graduate degree. And it's been like, this has probably been one of the hardest periods of time of my entire life. Like trying to work full time and go to school full time I definitely bit off more than I could chew. And so I'm very, very, very glad it's the end of the semester and I'm about to have a month off. But it's like downhill skiing now. Like I have 3 more weeks. I have 3 big projects due and then I have a break.
Wow.
Yeah.
Danny, what's your degree?
I'm doing a master's in counseling.
Okay. Yeah, I had known that originally, or I had thought that originally, but I wasn't sure. Okay.
I had changed
She's
my
getting
mind.
a lot of gripes.
What?
I said you're getting a lot of gripes from kids.
And their parents.
And their parents. But
Yeah.
you've also had some commendations from parents too.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's kind of a customer service job in a way.
Dang.
You're tough.
I don't know. I'm not this tough. I couldn't do this like long term. I'm glad it's only temporary.
What is it that you're doing?
So basically, we have one department that's doing the contact tracing, and then I work in the case management and victim support services department. So after the students get contact traced, the tracers call them and say, okay, you're a close contact, you have to go into quarantine. Somebody else is going to call you in a minute to book you into this hotel. And I'm the person that has to then call that student, talk to them about all the rules and regulations of quarantine, make the reservation for them to come over to the hotel. Then I have to contact the hotel and set up the reservation. And then I get assigned probably somewhere in the neighborhood of like 40% of the students are in my caseload. And then I'm their contact if they need anything at all while they're in isolation. So like if they start having mental health issues, I'm the person they need to call. If they start having academic concerns and falling behind in their classes because they're struggling, I have to contact their professors and talk about how we can get them like accommodations and extensions and stuff like that. And then the people that live in the hotel, you know, sometimes they need things. I have to run to the store for them or go get their prescription or talk to their mom who's scared out of her wits, you know, for half an hour. So it's wearing a lot of hats. And then we have a hotline that the students can call 24 hours a day. So sometimes I'm on call, just answering the phone for people that have questions about what's going on and when they're going to get tested again, stuff like that. So,
Wow, that is heavy.
yeah, it's great job experience.
But really, you're a full-time caregiver for a lot of people is basically what it is. I mean, mental as well as physical. That's I mean, if you're running to the store for people too, that's a lot, Danny.
Yeah. It's
wow.
It's more than I thought it was going to be honest.
Yeah.
But,
that sounds like more for 2 people or 3. I don't know. That's a big job.
They have 3 of us actually. So, but it's just still, that's how we have hundreds of people in quarantine at any given time. So the problem is that, yeah, because there's like 8,000 students on campus right now. And so at any given time, we have between 200 and 500 people in quarantine. So I get, you know, one of the case managers only deals with the positive cases. And then I have another person who's my colleague who lives in the hotel with me, and we split the close contacts. So I typically carry a caseload of at least 100 people.
That is a huge amount of work, especially since you're trying to be a full-time student. So congratulations, hang in there, stay tough.
Yeah. I have fewer classes next semester, so I'm happy about that.
Yeah.
A lot of sympathy coming to you from here. Just saying.
Thanks.
Yeah.
No, it's, you know, it's a moment in time and it looks great on my resume and I'm, you know, back in the university network, and now I have a case management job on my resume, which, you know, you can't beat that. So it's just like, it's totally worth it.
Oh
and
yeah.
paying off debt.
Experience. It's gonna be wonderful for your professional career. And just a lot to get yourself through.
Well, it's 2:00. I was thinking I'll get the recording of this and post it on YouTube and send it out to everybody on the email in case somebody couldn't make it. They can watch any of it they want.
Well, this was a grand idea, and I sure thank all of you tremendously. This was just marvelous. It's just, I've held you all in my arms. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Somebody suggested Christmas, so I think that's a great idea. So let's start thinking about a good time on Christmas.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great idea.
Probably more likely to get more people to be able to show
Yeah.
rather than the day before or after.
David just texted me, oops, I thought it was 2:00. So just so you know.
Now he has to watch the whole hour and 20-minute video.
There you go.
Yeah, and tell him there, after he watches it, there's a quiz.
Oh, right.
Oh.
Fails the quiz, it gets excommunicated from the family.
Yeah.
Oh. There's one you can let him retake it once, you know.
So John, you should coordinate with David. Does David need to work on Christmas Day, for example? You know, those kind of things.
That's a good question. Yeah, I think he's wondering, hey.
Oh, there he is.
David!
Where have you been?
The devil, but I
I
decided
was
not
in the wrong time zone, I guess.
You're in the wrong.
I thought we were just starting now. Sorry. Bye. Nice to see
We
you.
have, as a group, decided we are sending you the video link to the recording. And then my papa suggested that, well, there should be a test requirement, to which his son replied that if you fail said test, you should be excommunicated to the family. But Uncle Johnny added the caveat, you are allowed one retake for the test.
Hey, okay.
Or you can throw the whole idea in the trash, but not the video.
Well, I wouldn't mind
I put
staying
on
on.
pants for this too.
Well, I wouldn't mind staying on for a few minutes so we can hear David's update.
Yeah.
Oh, nothing's been happening in my life.
Oh, change jobs and everything.
Picture on the wall.
What's that?
Who's in the picture on the wall?
Oh, that's David, Michelangelo's David.
Wow.
I took that picture myself. Sherilyn and I were there a year ago.
Oh, David, as seen
yeah.
by David.
Yeah.
Yeah.
David through the eyes of David.
Yeah, you didn't know it was in black and white too. Florence is all black and white.
All black and white.
Oh.
Did you sign it?
Yeah,
Well,
that's
tell us about what you've been doing and all these changes and everything.
Oh, well, I'll try to give you the short version. So I've been, I left the church at the beginning of February. So after 10 years spending there, I left from Midway Covenant Church, and then I've been for the last 8 months, I had been, or 7 or 8 months, I had been at a senior community chaplain in a senior community that, so it was like, I mean, it was pretty all encompassing. It had people living independently, it had skilled nursing, it had memory care, it had assisted living. So I was visiting with all kinds of people. But they were only able to offer me part-time. So I had to keep looking for more employment, like with benefits and stuff. So after a lot of hits and misses here and there, I got offered a job in Longview, Washington, which is about 2 hours south of Seattle, in a hospice care center. So I have a full-time position as a chaplain in a hospice care center, which is, you know, it's a fairly intensive job, but it's meaningful, really meaningful. This is actually my 4th week. So for the first 4 weeks were basically kind of orientation and training. And so starting on Monday, I'm really kind of out on my own. I'm considered a field employee, which means I actually visit a lot of people in their homes who are on hospice in their homes. So between here in Longview, which is Southern Washington, and across the bridge into Oregon, I have a territory of folks that I go visit every week or two, a cycle. I have about 40 patients, and then I cycle around to visit different ones. So yeah, that's the main part of my work. The facility also has its own care center for people on hospice. When they get to an acute stage, they can come and be an inpatient. So I also visit people there, which is where my office is. So I mean, it's not all traveling, but it's mostly traveling. Yeah, so that's my life in a nutshell. But the weirdness, of course, of it is I'm down here by myself for the time being. What Sherilyn and Christian and I have to figure out how to sell our house and all that kind of good stuff. But we're hoping that with good prices of real estate where we are, that we might be able to sell our house and buy a house down here with maybe even a little property. We're kind of hoping. We'd like to be kind of out in the woods somewhere.
Where the chicken squawk won't matter.
Where, yes, and we can also have chickens too.
Yeah.
And so yeah, so Christian, you know, we've talked a lot about the possibilities that could create for having some more animals and stuff like that, which has been a fun part of what he's been doing. I suppose he shared with you about that stuff. So yeah, we'd like to have a little elbow room for once, instead of living in a neighborhood with a neighborhood association.
Yes.
Neighborhood association. So.
And certain neighbors.
Yeah.
And well, yeah. So
And neighbors.
So they're going to be thrilled when we leave, I think. Actually.
Living on a farm is wonderful.
Well,
absolutely wonderful out in the country.
Yeah. So, well, you know, out in the country here means big trees and stuff. So that's kind of cool. So there's a lot of, we've been looking at some places, there's a lot of interesting land that's actually pretty close to the Columbia River. So you get some spectacular views too, which is pretty neat. So, and Mount St. Helens, what's left of it, is straight to the east of us. So certain places you get some really neat views of Mount St. Helens. So, yeah. So
what do you mean what's left of it?
Well, you remember it blew back then in 1980? You remember Mount St. Helens went?
No, I don't remember.
Well, when we flew to Roy up there for Roy's graduation and the wedding in 1981, we flew right over it, and it had been less than a year, I think. I remember we had heard about so much of it on the news, and then we actually got to see it flying over it way back when. But yeah, so it lost several thousand feet, if I understand correctly.
Yeah,
from what it had been. It'd been almost as big as Mount Rainier.
They had to change its name. In fact, now it's Mount Hella.
Good one, Roy.
That's like in Monty Python and the Holy Grail. It's at the castle. Arg. No, he wouldn't say Arg when he died. Now, see, they remember that. They remember that. Roy's group remembers that. Okay.
I was just saying you guys deserve each other. You're constantly referring to the Holy Grail or some Monty Python sketch. So.
Okay.
And Mel Brooks.
Yeah.
Right?
Don't get us started.
David, is that a pretty comfy chair you're in?
Yeah, it's actually Sherilyn and I got this. It's a chair and settee, an antique that we found back in Ohio, right, Sherilyn? Wasn't it? We did a lot of antique shopping back in the days when we lived in Ohio. So Sherilyn was kind enough to part with some of the nice furniture for me to bring down here. So I have a little apartment here in Longview for the time being. So a typical week is I'm Monday through Friday here, and then Friday night go home. But this weekend I stayed here because, well, I had been home for Thanksgiving, and we had a little, did Sharon tell you about our anniversary celebration? Okay, well, I mean, it wasn't as big a celebration as last year. Last year we spent our anniversary in Florence. This year we spent our anniversary in the parking lot of a Fred Meyer in Tumwater, Washington. But we had cheesecake. We had.
Well, that takes care of it all.
It was, yeah. So
It's called COVID anniversary.
Yeah, exactly, because there's no restaurants open or anything, right? So
We're totally closed down.
yeah. So I stayed here this weekend. I just got back from the laundromat a little bit ago, and I've been cleaning house and stuff like that. So yeah.
You're not taking your laundry home for Sherilyn to do it?
Well, see, on a normal weekend, I would. Well, no, wait. I would take it home, but I would do it. I do my own laundry. But normally I would. But since I was stuck here and I only have like so many pairs of pants here, I had to do laundry. So I went to the laundromat. Yeah. They take credit cards now, though. It's kind of cool. You can run your credit card on the washer dryer.
No kidding.
Wow.
Obviously, I don't go to laundromats often enough.
Yeah. Of course, it costs $700 to do my laundry, but I did. That'd be a bad sign, right? If you ran your card to do your dryer and it said, card over your credit limit. Yeah. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on. So we're hopeful, after the new year that we'll be able to kind of figure out the next stage of our family life down here, new life down here. So.
Congratulations on the new job.
Yeah. Thanks. It's a good fit for me, and I've been encouraged by all the other chaplains and others to say, you got to do good self-care when you spend a lot of time with dying people. You need to make sure that when you're off, and you do fun recreational things, and
So what are you doing?
I'm talking to all of you. This is my therapy for today. Oh, are my 50 minutes up? No, okay. Yeah, no, but I do. Well, I haven't been riding my bike as much because the weather's lousy, but I do have my bike set up that I have a training rack for it, so I can use it as a stationary bike. So that's kind of a nice way to ride my bike in the winter months and stuff like that. Exercise is pretty important. Yeah, stuff like that is important. And Christian and I are trying to get set up to play Minecraft together online so that we can hang out together. So that will be very therapeutic for me. Once I can figure it out, Christian, I can't figure out that audio piece. So
yeah, and I might need to get a new computer too. It won't boot since taking it home.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
I think some components just got knocked loose in transit, but it's gonna be kind of tedious. I'm gonna have to go through pretty much every connection just to see what got loose.
I'm sorry. Oh well. Anyway, so yeah, that's life. That's life here.
I feel like the Minecraft music itself is therapeutic.
You think so? Will that help?
Yeah, the music, it's really soothing.
It's kind of hypnotic.
Yeah, I always thought it was soothing.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
But this reminds me of Brady Bunch right now. Shauna's right in the middle of the squares.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I don't know if she's Marsha or who that is in the middle. But.
Can I be Paul Lind? I want to be Paul Lind.
Oh, you're talking about Hollywood Squares, yeah. That'd be cool. Danny has that look like, you people are so old.
I knew the Brady Bunch thing at least.
I don't know.
But that's from Nick at Night. We saw it the original thing before they were reruns.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, the shows that are on Nick at Night now are things like Friends, like stuff that I was watching when I was like 15. So
Oh.
You know how when you know you're old is when your favorite bands from high school are playing in casinos.
and also like now all of the 90s alt bands from when I was a kid are all considered classic rock. Like that's terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah, classic rock. That's like the worst thing you could tell somebody, right? Classic rock. Yeah, that's pretty funny. That's pretty good. Yeah.
Shauna, how's Matt?
He's good. Everybody's good.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm
He's
good.
been
Thanks for
Minecraft.
asking.
He could show us the ropes on Minecraft, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's
So
all
Sammy,
about computers, computer games.
Yeah.
what are you up to?
Going to school. I mean, doing online school.
Wow.
Yeah. And just looking for work.
Okay. What are you studying?
Psychology.
Okay.
You know how it
Very
is.
good. Yes.
In our family, those of us who are ill go into psychology to find out what's wrong with us. Pardon me, ladies.
You really meant that in a good way, Sammy.
I was
Yes.
gonna say, why would you say that?
Yeah, I know.
No secret.
I think they know I've said that forever.
You have to
We can
humor her.
all
This
just,
is her
it's a safe
party.
place.
Yes.
We're mentally ill. Some of us are mentally ill. It's okay.
Well, I feel
You
better.
all know that I am.
Good.
You all know that I am mentally ill.
So where are you going? Where are you taking classes?
SAC community or SAC city, sorry. It's a
Okay.
community college.
Okay, perfect. Oh,
Mhm.
good.
Yeah, it's fun. This
Awesome.
is my first year, so
That's awesome.
yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm excited for you. Really
Thank
am.
you. I was getting scared I wasn't gonna go to school because it's been like 5 years since I graduated from high school.
But that's okay.
Yeah.
Everybody, you need to take it at your own time and figure. It takes time to figure things out. I think nowadays more than ever. I just
Yeah.
really do.
So
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, it's better
It's
to
a very hard time.
5 years later than to do 5 years and then burn out and have no idea what you're doing.
Yeah. Definitely. I mean, that's okay too, you know?
Yeah. And when it works for you, it's the best
Mhm.
time to do higher ed.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Genius.
Go, Peanut, go. Go, go, go. Look. Look. My dog is deaf and it's really hard to communicate with him.
Come on, buddy.
Have you taught him sign language?
Huh? Oh, teach him sign language? You can do that, but he's not smart enough.
Dog, new tricks.
Well, I guess you know him, so it's not prejudging. Never mind.
He's smart, but he doesn't like want to learn stuff because he's old. I think he's just kind of like, look, I am old and I'm gonna do whatever I want, and you're like here to serve me. So
That sounds like me.
yeah.
Oh.
You guys deserve it. You've lived a long life. That's fair.
Well, watch out. I'm aiming for another 10.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure you'll make it to 1,000,000 years old.
Yeah.
Something like that. My doctor lives across the street. So, any problems, I just go knock on the door.
But I did see recently some articles came out that they've, I think it was in Israel, that some scientists have discovered anti-aging stuff, like actually for real,
Really?
for the first time now.
Right.
You're able to reverse aging a little bit.
I read the same article. It turns out it's essence of lima beans.
Oh, I'm sorry, John. You'll just have to get old. He hates lima beans.
Probably doesn't.
Mary, I haven't heard from you much.
Well,
Did you fall asleep?
I don't really have a lot of news. I'm just listening and enjoying everybody's pretty faces and smiles.
Well, tell us about your 5th graders.
My fifth graders there are 11 of them. So this is probably the only time I'll only have 11 students in a class.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
we stay 6 feet apart and wear our masks all day and are learning about the stars and the Universal Declaration of Human Rights and how to write paragraphs and do decimal multiplication and division. And it's super fun. So.
Well, it sounds like you're surviving okay, having jumped from kindergarten to fifth grade suddenly.
I'm doing great. I'm in touch with my inner 10-year-old, no problem.
Good.
That's awesome. Is it far away that you're going, or is it close by?
No, the campus is awesome. It's right here in Dunlap, which is takes me about 17 minutes to drive there, but you've driven up the road and you've seen the signs off of Dunlap.
Yes.
So yeah, it's right here. So they're mountain kids and mountain teachers, many of them, and super friendly. And the campus is huge, and there are views of the mountains right outside my classroom window. My classroom is in the old teacher break room because they had to like open into spaces to make room for everybody to be 6 feet apart. So I have this, I don't know, it's probably 15 by 15 bank of windows that looks out onto a patio and then up to the mountains, up to the foothills on the Highway 180. You can see Highway 180 going on up into the park. So it's just beautiful. I count my blessings every day, no doubt about it.
That's awesome. That really is.
Yeah, if you have to have a commute, that sounds like an excellent, lovely one to have.
Yeah, it's great. Couldn't be better.
I think she really lucked out. Enjoy the people you're around during the day, the adults and the kids. That's pretty cool. That's our house in the background you see there, the pale green.
Ah.
Was that Mom's wind chimes I heard a minute ago, Mary?
Yeah, that's partly why I have the mute on, is because I'm right next to the really big wind chime.
I know that one.
And the kittens have been sort of in and out. And so that's partly it. But yeah, the house is coming along. It's gorgeous. And we're looking forward to moving in, probably January.
Woo, that's it.
I think it is so cool that you guys can use solar power. I just think that is awesome.
Now, can you see that?
Whoa.
That's your solar setup. Cool.
Yeah. There are many panels out there.
Yeah, we found a guy, he put in 1.21 gigawatts of solar panels.
Could you walk up through the house, Mary?
Yeah, I can.
Graham.
Well, here you go. You can put me on speaker view. Or maybe you already have me on speaker view.
That's the back.
Mary, our mobile tour guide.
Yeah.
And the other Mary rattling along. That's the back. And that's where the dining room is, where the big windows are. And there are steps back here where I am not to walk. Because I could fall off of these. And that's my bedroom. And here's
This is the back of the dining room. The
nice.
side of the house that faces north.
Oh my God.
Look at all that light.
Nice.
Yes, it's such a light house.
I love how the windows go down so low.
Yes, very low.
That was Mary's idea.
Great
And
idea,
Mary-
Mary.
Mary had them lower the kitchen window too, because it was hard for her to see out. And they lowered them, I don't know, maybe 8 inches or something. And it's wonderful.
Now, what is that big hole in the ground there? Is that for septic or?
That's a rock.
Oh, it's a rock. It looks like a hole from here.
I'll take you out there in a sec. Wait, first you have to see the kitchen. Look how cool the kitchen is.
Wow.
Isn't that marvelous?
Yes.
Talk, Mary, or I can't see the pictures.
Oh, you can't? Oh.
No,
oh,
I don't see any
I
of
don't make
the other
sounds.
pictures.
Okay, so yeah. I don't know what to say, except we really love the cabinets, and they do a special thing where if you open the drawers and shut them, they shut by themselves very quietly.
Oh yeah, those are cool.
Here's the laundry room.
Wow.
And then there's the door out the back. And Danny, by the way, was my design consultant, and she helped choose the colors and the wood for the cabinets and stuff like
And you
that.
can't
We had a
really
lot of
see how
fun.
warm that wood is in this picture. It's such a rich, rust warm look.
Right now, we're in the master bedroom. So the house is oriented pretty much north-south. So right now, we're looking out the east window and down to the driveway. It's kind of hard to, I have no idea what you're seeing, by the way.
Okay.
This is the master bedroom or bathroom.
That's what we're seeing.
Yeah, this is how it will look if you're sitting in the bathtub.
Wow.
Excellent tour guiding. Very good.
In case anyone, ever wants to come and have a bath, you are so welcome. Let's see. And then that cabinet right ahead of you is the entertainment center. So as you can see, you can close the TV away when you're not watching it. And I don't know if anybody knows the Leonard Cohen song Anthem, but some of the lines in that song are ring the bells that still can ring, forget your perfect offering. There is a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. And see that there's a line of quartz there on the hearth that is trending up to your left. And it's symbolic of that idea that there is a crack in everything, and that's how the light gets in.
Okay.
So there's going to be a wood stove here.
Oh, cool.
And a giant peacock shower curtain is going to hang right here. This is Mary Lou's bathroom and the guest bathroom. So when you come, this will be where you.
Wow.
And this is Mary Lou's bedroom. So
Beautiful views out both windows.
Yeah.
yeah,
Really good view.
that's out to the west. Then, let's see, and then there's a linen closet there. And then this is like the sewing room, computer room, guest room.
An office for John too.
Right.
We're gonna share.
For your birthday, Mary Lou, I raked a whole bunch of pine needles up, so they won't be here for you to rake when you come.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
That was very sweet.
Yeah, it was. Oh, look, there's a secret cabinet. Check it out. Now it is not so secret. You see that?
Oh, yeah.
Corner space.
That's cool.
They did it. They did the little thing where you press it to like punch it open, like click.
Ooh, very cool. Seriously, that's cool.
Well, you can see how much light comes into that center room.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just, oh, we're gonna love it.
That's beautiful. I like the door, the glass on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's really cute.
Yeah.
Oh, Mary, you're on mute.
Yeah, and Mary, you'll have to unmute before Grandmom can see. There you go.
Okay. Sorry. I must have touched my trackpad. Okay, so here's the porch where we all used to sit at the same space, but it's a little lower. And there's the ramp where Grandmom gets to go outside. That's her special don't fall down pathway.
Perfect.
There you go. And there's the super big rock, which you thought was a hole, but it's not.
Right.
And then there's how it looks from
Nice.
the front.
Wow.
So
It was the dinosaur nose that I called it. It came out from the house.
I think that front porch looks big. That front porch looks big enough. We could have dinner out there.
Yes.
You could.
Absolutely.
Wow.
That's good because the dining room is very small. So yeah, that was fun to show off. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for showing us. Mary, this is so cool.
Mhm.
It's better in person.
Show the glass in the front door.
I think I did. I think
Okay.
yeah, which is a little hard to
Okay.
see, but
Yeah, there it is.
yeah.
Are those heads of wheat in like Art Deco or something?
I don't know.
Don't we have art majors online here?
Yeah, it's homage to all the goddesses of grain, including Ceres and Xochitl.
There we go.
Well, that could be wheat.
My battery now, so I had 100% when I left my little seat, and now it is going to sleep soon unless I plug it in. So I'm gonna
Okay.
go back to my spot.
You
But
did a good job, honey. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So does anybody have to work on Christmas?
That's directed at you, David. You have to work Christmas?
Nobody dies on Christmas.
Oh my God.
So you have to have a little bit of gallows humor in this work. So
Yeah.
no, I get to have the day off. I might have to work on Christmas Eve though. I don't know on the day.
Well, we were thinking about doing another Zoom on Christmas.
Oh, okay.
And and whatever I publish in the email, we're going to do it an hour earlier.
But see now I'll remember it and then I'll mess the time up because it won't be.
I'll be calling you about a half an hour early.
Oh.
Good idea.
You'll be at home and your wife can take care of you.
Okay.
Unless you're doing laundry.
Yeah, I should be. I won't
be doing laundry.
Okay. I won't do laundry on Christmas Day. That's for sure.
You are such a fun family. Thank you all so much. I love you so dearly.
We love
And
you.
thank you
We
for
love
being
you too.
such good people. I admire you all. I love you all. And I thank you all for being mine
Love you, Graham.
and being so good to each other.
Thanks,
Thank
Graham,
you.
for giving birth to everybody.
Yeah. And not remembering it.
You shouldn't remember
Those
it.
stories.
Well, I had fun having you as my kids, and I've had fun having you as grandkids. And it's just, you're a delightful family.
Yeah.
It's a very fortunate bunch.
Is this a bad time to tell her we're putting her in a home?
As long as you don't work there, David, it'll be fine.
Yeah, you don't want to find out you're living where I work. Yeah, that's true.
I'm moving to Washington or Oregon.
Go to the hospice.
Yeah. Don't move into the hospice anytime soon, okay?
Oh my God.
Love you all.
Love you
Okay.
too.
Love
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
birthday.
Love you.
Happy birthday, Mom.
Okay.
All right. Love you guys.
You all.
Love you all.
Bye.
Love everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.